Last week, our club was informed that a person wearing a Bulldog jumper had racially abused the Melbourne player Neville Jetta at the game between Melbourne and the Bulldogs at the MCG on Saturday night of the 12th of May. We were told at the time that the abuse was reported and that the perpetrator was monitored, but that due to an error, he was not ejected by the security company. Subsequent efforts by the staff of the MCC to identify this person by CCTV footage and by review of the ticketing records have not so far proved successful. Despite those attempts being unsuccessful, we remain entirely satisfied that the racial abuse occurred and that unfortunately it came from one of our own Bulldog supporters. As a club, we apologise unreservedly to Neville Jetta and to his family who were the subject of this abuse. We are ashamed of the actions of this person who by his actions has damaged the fabric and the reputation of our club. We have no tolerance for ignorant racial abuse, and we will continue to make efforts to identify this person and to deal with him under our supporters' code of conduct. It has been the club's initiative to make this matter public and to acknowledge the wrongdoing of one of our own supporters. When racist abuse rears its ugly head, we will never, as a club, do what this person has done, disappear into anonymity. It happened. One of our own supporters did it. We are all diminished as a consequence, but we'll not let it pass. Even though we need every supporter we can get, we don't need supporters who behave like this. The fact that racist abuse is ignorant, cruel, unfair and unlawful ought to be enough to see it consigned to history. But for those who, despite all of these things, continue to engage in it, know that we, as a club, will not, by silence, be complicit in your anonymous abuse. We will pursue and we will rigorously investigate any matter which comes to our attention. As President, I call on all Bulldog supporters to be vigilant and to stand up against racism at all Bulldogs games, whatever circumstances it may arise in. If you can insist our inquiries as to what happened at the game between Melbourne and the Bulldogs that I've just described, please let us know.